Always so glad to have you being a part of the program. This time around, it's Thursday, the 20th day of July, where we are still very much in the grips of high pressure and heat and humidity that's going to hang right on throughout your weekend. Temperatures will drop off, and I still have actually now an adjusted 82-degree high in the forecast next week. Now, of course, with that change, and as high pressure kind of eases up and eases out, we'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms work its way in with that cooler air. But cooler air, indeed, is what you want to take away from that. Headlines tonight are going to center around basically arrests, or in some cases, pending arrests. Indictments released by Johnson County Grand Jury, I think also including among those one, if not two, Magoffin Countyans. And there were also arrests last night in regards to two Magoffin County men who are believed to be responsible, and possibly more arrests pending in that case, for maybe $50,000 to $60,000 worth of thefts and damages left in West Liberty for the Hinkle Company. A lot of copper being stolen, a lot of damages being left behind, and I'll go through that as much as I can. Another day, another meth-related arrest here in Salyersville. And as well, a Salyersville manager of an apartment complex, the housing at College Heights, taken into custody by authorities yesterday after his apartment, maybe even his office as well, were raided. Thousands of dollars were seized, and the list of charges is growing, and that investigation is ongoing. And I'll tell you what I can at this hour in just a few moments, with more to follow on that report and some others on tomorrow's program. So we'll pick up all of that coverage just right after a couple of words from a few of our sponsors. Be sure, as we always like to ask, and let them know that you're watching every chance you get. I'll be right back. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband.
Hi, I'm Attorney Jeff Lovely. At my law office, we're determined to offer you and your family outstanding, cost-effective, and responsive legal services. I can help you if you've been injured in a car wreck. I'll be in your corner if you have a DUI or other criminal charges. You can file bankruptcy and stop those harassing phone calls, or I'll fight for you and your children in divorce and custody cases. For all your legal services, contact me when it matters. In Salyersville at 349-4522, and West Liberty at 743-1965.
Wanting you to have a healthier life means providing access to quality, affordable health care. And to do exactly that, Hope Family Medical Center offers full dental care with Dr. Pratt and his team, a pediatrician team of 3 doctors and nurses and moms, complete health care by family physician Dr. Kelly Pratt and nurse practitioners Mildred Sizemore, Gail Faria, Shannon Conley, and Heather Blair. Behavioral health services with Kimberly Davis, with in-house lab testing and results, in-house x-ray and pharmacy, and all the caring, knowledge, and experience that these medical professionals represent
at Hope Family Medical Center.
A tire more than 25% low, about 8 pounds, makes you 3 times more likely, and worn-out tires 11 times more likely to be in a tire-related crash. Don't take your or their safety for granted. Come in for a free inspection, 6 months, no-interest financing, the best price and best selection at Conley Tire in Staffordsville. Here's another rare find at Gateway Motors. This Subaru Tribeca all-wheel drive, loaded with third-row seating and more, and great deals and low payments, most under $200 on units like this 07 Santa Fe all-wheel drive, this 2012 F-150. How about this 08 Yukon all-wheel drive, 90,000 miles, a one-owner, and everything else on the lot at Gateway Motors in Salyersville. 349 cars. We'll begin with indictments released by the Johnson County Grand Jury. Several charges, from drugs, of course, to theft and others. I think a total of 7 or 8 people indicted, a little more than half of which I'm reporting on tonight, with the rest to come on tomorrow's program. Carl D. Daniel of Wooten Road in Tomahawk was indicted on account of possession of controlled substance in the first and possession of drug paraphernalia when authorities said he was in possession of methamphetamine on May the 6th of this year, as well as syringes to use the drug. Officer Zach Mitchell with Paintsville PD testified before the grand jury. A bond amount was set upon his arrest, which has been made for $5,000. A McGoffin County man, Bobby Shepard of Far Middle Fork here in Sagersville, was indicted on account of promoting contraband in the first degree. Now, that's a penalty of 1 to 5 years and a fine of up to $10,000. He was said to have introduced or obtained methamphetamine while lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. Shepard was jailed back in June, I think on the 5th, for trafficking in methamphetamine, tampering with physical evidence, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of a controlled substance, that being methamphetamine. His bond was also set at $5,000, as was a bond for Jimmy R. Hinkle with an unknown current address, but nevertheless indicted by the Johnson County grand jury on the charge of possession of a controlled substance in the first degree. That's a felony charge, Class D, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting arrest. This relates to March the 7th of this year, when he was found to be in possession of methamphetamine by Keith Maynard of the Paintsville Police Department. He was also in possession of syringes, and then he disobeyed and resisted arrest by Officer Maynard before being taken into custody. Once again, his bond set at $5,000. A Sitka woman, Kelly Hunter of Buell Williams Drive, was indicted on account of theft by unlawful taking for stealing a prisoner monitoring device and escape in the second degree as well. Now, this goes back to just last month on June the 22nd, when she reportedly took an ankle monitoring bracelet or device belonging to the 24th Circuit, and at the same time escaping the custody of the 24th Judicial Circuit Corrections Program when she fled her registered residence where she was being monitored by that said ankle device. Home incarceration as part of her bond conditions from Johnson Circuit Court. She's now being held on these charges and a $5,000 bond. And still eluding authorities for the most recent time, and now indicted officially by Johnson County grand jury, is Thomas Price. He also has an unknown current address, but is still believed to be in the viewing area possibly. He's the man that I told you escaped the custody of the jailer as he was being taken from McGoffin County Court back to the Big Sandy Detention Center several weeks ago. The charges in McGoffin and Johnson County both stem from him stealing several checks from the Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe where he was employed, and then cashing those checks or writing those checks for a total of thousands of dollars at several locations in October of 2015 in Paintsville, mostly Walmart and Tractor Supply. So he's been indicted now in the Johnson County side of this case for criminal possession of the forged instrument in the second degree, 8 counts. He's also been indicted for being a persistent felony offender, as he was previously convicted of at least one prior felony. Price's whereabouts are still unknown after he fled the jailer on the grounds of the detention center. He has not been seen by authorities. They have received tips of his whereabouts in the area, but he is still being sought for at this time. There's also a $10,000 bail in his name upon his arrest. And the case, now this particular case for the Johnson County indictment, was brought by Kevin Pelfrey of the Johnson County Sheriff's Department. If you have any information on Price's whereabouts, you can contact authorities in McGoffin, Johnson County, or the Kentucky State Police, who also have charges pending against Mr. Price for theft as well. I'll be right back. Hey ladies, the Seasonal Shop is having a women's sales event this week, now through Saturday, with great savings on all the great fashions and styles and accessories by Mud Pie and Charlie Page. Versatile designs from preppy to classy to bohemian, in all clothing, shoes, bags, hats, scarves, and more. And be sure to come in and see the new home decor that's been arriving for weeks with the latest trends and colors of the season during our women's sales event through Saturday, only at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop. Yes, Logan makes the best truck bodies on the market, and they also have a fully stocked warehouse of dump body parts, PTOs, hydraulic pumps, hoists, anything you need to get back on the road. And they are a full-service steel and aluminum service center. They keep I-beam, channel, angle, pipe, round rod, rebar, expanded metal, sheet metal, and aluminum all in stock. And if you've got a big project, they do commercial manufacturing to your specs. Logan, since 1904. Parkway Pharmacy, now open earlier from 8 a.m. until 6 in the evening to better suit your schedule and lifestyle, and to help you get better and live a healthier life. And if allergies are bogging you down, they're armed with the very best in over-the-counter relief for adults and your children. Reach owner pharmacist Jesse Rudd and his assistant pharmacist Megan Castle and their staff at 8 o'clock in the mornings or at 349-4400.
July is here, and Appalachian Wireless is bringing the heat. We're giving up to $50 off any smartphone of your choosing this month. Samsung Galaxy S8, normally $149.99, now $99.99. Samsung GS7, normally $49.99, now only a penny. That's any smartphone up to $50 off its normal contract price. And it even includes the 128GB and 256GB models. Better hurry as supplies are limited. 2-year agreement required. Better service, bigger savings at Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
Another day of programming, another meth-related arrest in Magafa County. It seems as though that indeed is the pattern as of late. This time around, it's 2 people from Louisville who were taken into custody by Kentucky State Police Monday night of this week and lodged where they are still at this hour in the Big Sandy Detention Center. Arrest citations signed by Officer Zach Haney with Kentucky State Police, Post 9 out of Pikeville, indicate that Haney encountered what he believed to be, well, actually, he was responding to a complaint of a suspicious vehicle at the VIP Fuels here in Sagersville. They believe that they may have been planning to commit a crime at the facility and called authorities. 911 then notified Haney, who then found Floyd Webb, 40, from Louisville, as well as 45-year-old Robin Eldridge. He questioned both and conducted an investigation on site and found them to be in possession of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, and other items. Webb was charged with possession of a controlled substance in the first for the meth, as well as possession of drug paraphernalia, as was Eldridge, possession of a controlled substance in the first and drug paraphernalia. Eldridge is 45 and from Louisville. Those on shift at the store indicated to the officer that they had been sitting outside for about 45 minutes or so and were worried that they were about to rob the business. Nevertheless, after questioning the individuals and doing a search of them, the female pulled a case out of her purse, saying that there was nothing in that and that she was going to keep that as he looked inside her bag. However, he did find in that small case 3 straws, a glass pipe, and a quantity of methamphetamine. Several days ago, I brought you an update on an ongoing theft investigation out of West Liberty. Kentucky State Police Officer Donnie McGraw, the lead investigator on the case. They and West Liberty Police putting out a plea and pictures of some men caught in the act on what appears to be a trail camera or that type of a surveillance instrument. Nevertheless, their investigation led them into Magafa County, and with us asking for a plea for help from our viewers, to which some of you have responded, apparently, as tips did come into authorities and led them to 2 men now arrested on charges of burglary, I believe, and theft, and nevertheless facing felony charges for several thefts that have taken place, and from what I understand, according to authorities, so far added up to about $60,000 in losses and damages. Now, it's my understanding that this is an ongoing investigation and that police are still looking to formally identify a total of 5 people, but that does include the 2 suspects which have been arrested here. The 2 men seen here, says authorities, is Kenneth Mullins of Half Mountain and Ricky Salyer of Bee Tree. It was Salyer's Crown Victoria there that was believed to have been used in at least one or some of the crimes. It's been impounded after it was found about 2.5 miles up Bee Tree. Tips came in that they were the ones involved in much of these crimes, while Salyer was picked up at his home yesterday morning. Mullins actually was due in court for a traffic ticket yesterday morning in Floyd County and was served with his arrest warrant there, from what I understand. Nevertheless, upon going to arrest Salyer, they found him hiding at a Minix residence, to which he did finally come out of after hiding in a bedroom. Charges were being presented to the Morgan County Grand Jury this morning at 9 a.m. Those do include pictures and video not just the pictures you see here of the vandalism and the thefts, but also pictures and video of the two arrested, Salyer and Mullins, trying to sell a lot of the copper and metal material at a recycling facility. It also shows Salyer's Crown Victoria, easily identified by some distinguishing marks, scratches, dents, things of that nature. 3 others are yet to be identified officially, and authorities are still hoping that their investigation will lead to that discovery, and possibly with your help. But Ricky Salyer and Kenneth Mullins were both arrested and still lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center after copper thefts on Hinkle property. This has been going on reportedly well over a month, and authorities once again say that so far the damages and the thefts have added up to about $60,000. It also involves some Hinkle equipment, I believe, possibly some pickup trucks. Nevertheless, the two have been jailed in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center on criminal mischief in the first-degree charges, burglary in the third-degree, and theft by unlawful taking charges. And once again, we are being told that I am to expect more charges to be filed. The investigation is ongoing, and more charges are pending against the yet-to-be ID'd individuals that they believed are also involved in these thefts. Livers or gizzards? Gizzards or livers? Or you can have both, and you can have them any day of the week, or you can have them for under $5 when they're Friday special at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. On Fridays, get a liver or gizzard or liver and gizzard dinner for only $4.59, $3.99 after 4 o'clock. Only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe.
We are all human. Because we're not perfect, we tend to make mistakes. Unfortunately, some mistakes are severe and carry more consequences than others. If you have been hurt in a car wreck, a truck wreck, or because of someone's mistake, reckless or careless behavior, you deserve help with your medical expenses, lost wages, and serious permanent pain and injuries that you have been made to suffer and will continue to suffer for the rest of your life. If you have been injured, I can help. I'm attorney Don Wayne McFarland. Call me and let me go to work for you. 349-9000.
Get your $10 tickets now for the 14th annual and perhaps biggest community day yet, featuring the incredible Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, and other headliners like the Dave Adkins Band, the Edgar Loudermilk Band with Jeff Autry, Toddy Preston and the Black Powder Express, and many, many, many more. And all the food, fun, games, and fabulous prizes that you can stand, all for just $10, and kids 12 and under, they get in for free. Community Day in the Ramey Park in Sagersville is Saturday, August the 19th. Come by and check out this 2014 Jeep Compass 4x4, and come by and check out this luxurious, roomy, limited 2011 Town & Country. And this row of 2015 and 2016 Nissans and Fords and more, all like new, with low miles starting at $99.95. Check them all out at Broadway Auto Sales in Paintsville. Our other top story in a few moments is the ongoing investigation and arrest that took place of the manager of the Mountain Manor apartment complex on College Heights here in Sagersville. I'll get to that in just a few seconds. Right now, here's what's happening on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. It starts off with the following. It says, please wish a happy belated birthday to my 2 nieces, Sophie and Lily. So with a lot of love from your favorite Uncle JR, happy belated birthday to you. To Sophie and Lily, happy, happy, happy birthday. I've got a couple of announcements just in from North McGoffin Elementary. They're having their Kinder Camp July the 26th and 27th. That is next Wednesday and Thursday from 9 in the morning until 2 that afternoon. And parents, you're welcome to attend. They're going to have several guest presenters and fun activities, and students will have the opportunity to meet the teachers and staff. Kinder Camp, next Wednesday and Thursday. Lunch will also be provided. And for the entire school, North McGoffin Elementary is having a back-to-school night, August the 7th, 4 to 6. And all parents and obviously students are welcome to attend and encouraged to do so. Class rosters will be available at that time. I'll remind you about that when it gets a little closer. Indeed, it's getting closer by the minute. School will be here before you know it. But Kindercamp this coming week, Wednesday and Thursday. And on that note, if your child, I think, is going to be 3 or 4 by August the 1st, they can get into Head Start. They're now enrolling 349-3488 if you would like to get your child into Head Start in Magoffin County. You can also, of course, stop by the Head Start office. A reminder, the Water into Wine Food Pantry has Senior Day next Tuesday at 8:30 till noon and their regular day Wednesday starting at 8:30. And this is our favorite reminder for you tonight. I'm using the menu, or at least a portion of it, at the Literal Fork Church to remind you as well, not just about their event, but about the big 1081 yard sale this Saturday. That's right. You can get on 1081, either end, travel through, and you never know what you're going to find. Just a massive length of yard sales on 1081, hence the 1081 yard sale. And right there along the way at the Literal Fork Church, you can get breakfast with their big breakfast platter, gravy and biscuits and meat and eggs and apples and the list goes on. Bologna biscuit sandwiches as well, and much, much more. They have lunch with barbecue sandwiches and hot dogs and nachos and fried pies and cheesecake, and oh my gosh, it goes on and on and on. And if you need to set up for a yard sale, you're welcome to set up in the church lot. It's just a big community event, and you can stop by and eat wonderfully, get something sweet at the Little Fork Church, or you can also set up there and then be a part of the yard sale too. That's this Saturday. And I think that's it for calendar announcements for tonight. I've got a couple for next week. We'll get to those a little later. But for now, quick reminder that if you've got an announcement like you just heard, or birthday or anniversary too, it doesn't cost anything. You just got to tell me so I can tell everyone about it. And that's how you get it to me. Obituaries tonight include announcements. First of all, in honor of 69-year-old David Earl Tackett of Sitka, married to Peggy Hall Tackett, who preceded him in death. He is survived by his sons David and Brian and Darren and Lauren, and Andrew Mullins and Jean Curtis. Daughters Tammy Stapleton, Pamela Burchett, and Catherine Mead. Visitation is this evening. It's all day tomorrow and up until Saturday's services that start at 2 in David Earl Tackett's honor from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And 78-year-old Barbara Sue Fletcher Smith of Royalton passed away this week, survived by brothers Buford, Norman, and Rick Fletcher, also sisters Betty Bauer, Mandy Love, and Molly Combs. Visitation is after 5 tomorrow evening, all day Saturday, and prior to Sunday's services that are set to begin at 1 from the Gun Creek United Baptist Church, while the Sagersville Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Much more than diesel specialist, Black Smoke Performance is turning out excellent auto body collision paint and repair results with free quotes and estimates on everything from insurance jobs to that ding you got in the driveway. Custom lift kits, bed liners, winches, and accessories, and full diagnostics and repair on anything gas or diesel, from brakes to fluid changes to major auto repair. If you want it fixed, lifted, painted, customized, or just maintained, just call on the team at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville, 100 May Drive, or 349-8785. There's absolutely something new every single day at Parkway Gun and Pawn, where you can buy items just like these, just like new, for pennies on the dollar, and they'll loan you cash today on anything worth $1. Musical instruments, electronics, jewelry, gold, silver. They buy and sell it all, new and used long and short guns and ammunition. Parkway Gun and Pawn. I'm already set to sit down with Magoffin Sheriff Carson Montgomery tomorrow. He's going to give us a complete update on the charges, on the investigation that's been weeks long, and on the items that were seized, and on what he says were the thousands of dollars that were also found in the apartment and possibly elsewhere of the manager of the Mountain Manor Apartments on College Heights. The sheriff and several of his deputies, including Deputy Steve Montgomery, who opened up the investigation and has spearheaded it since, were busy today putting together their continued case and investigation, and will tell us more tomorrow. But he did confirm to me today, after I captured this video from the scene last night, that Montgomery opened up in the case into the, well, let's just say this. It involves several EBT cards, which were used to probably purchase, we believe, pop and other items, several of which were found in Jackie Arnett's apartment. There was thousands of dollars in cash that was seized, several of the EBT cards. There is video that has been obtained from surveillance systems at various stores in Magoffin County. There was a pop machine that was seized. And as of right now, Jackie Arnott was charged with 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance after prescription pills, I believe, and other items were found during their investigation and search yesterday. The sheriff also wanted me to note that there's definitely more charges to be pending, possibly some other arrests related to the case. He referred to this as a very widespread investigation that detailed much more than we have to release at this hour in regards to what they discovered and what crimes they believe have been ongoing at the hands of Jackie Arnott. Arnott has been the manager of Mountain Manor for quite some time. He was jailed last evening and lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, but bonded out, we believe, either late last night or early this morning after his arrest. And once again, I'll have more on that arrest and the ongoing investigation on tomorrow night's program. As we'll also be talking tomorrow, as we are tonight, about the continued heat through the weekend. Per your Licking Valley RECC powered forecast tonight, we'll fall back to about 68. We'll do so with partly cloudy skies above and a little patchy fog in the AM, say after 1 and up until about 9 or 10 in the morning. And tomorrow, high pressure still very much in charge. And once again tomorrow, we should see an official 90 degrees and heat indices close to 97, 98 degrees tomorrow when you factor in the humidity with the temperatures. It's going to be another hot one in the neighborhood, 71 for tomorrow night. Now, you'll also see that we have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms to the tune of about 30%. Now, this is about a 20% chance anytime during the day and 30% by tomorrow night. It's not a great chance, but it is a chance. We'll have a better chance in the coming days. But for now, let's move on to Saturday. More heat and humidity, 90 degrees with a heat index of upper 90 degree levels, 97, 98. That's what it's going to feel like yet again Saturday. And yet again Saturday, partly sunny skies and a continued 20 to 30% chance of some showers and storms blowing up from time to time. Not a big weather maker, just a potential for a few. But those chances are on the increase as temperatures will do the opposite. By the end of your weekend, we're still going to see the upper 80s, a chance of some showers before 11, and then a likelihood thereafter to the tune of about 60, maybe 70%. We will see partly sunny skies nevertheless, and we'll see, like I said, a solid 60% chance of showers across the board on your Sunday. And that's in lieu of a cold front that's coming, and look what it does to temperatures. Monday, 84 and 65, partly sunny, still a lingering chance of showers to the tune of about 40%. Tuesday of next week, well, that's where we bottom out temperature-wise, 82, mostly sunny, and a very, very slight and lingering chance of some showers to the tune of 10%. But it's going to be much more comfortable by the Tuesday or middle of next week. And lastly, be sure and join us tomorrow. We'll have updates and reports, including the Magoffin County Board of Education meeting, which was tonight. I also had a camera at some other area meetings this week that we'll be mentioning and covering. An update on the arrest of the manager of the Mountain Manor Apartments, more indictments, and I'm sure some other news that you can only find here. For now, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and thank you for watching.